Alright, welcome to Chaka Quantics. And this tutorial I'll be putting us through rate analysis for walls and floor finishings. Alright, we'll go straight into it. Wall finishes could be plastering or rendering as the case may be, and maybe laying of tiles to areas where you're going to have tiles on the walls, then the floor you screed, then you lay your tiles also. Now rendering or plastering to walls could be 15 mm basically external, and 12 mm most times internal. Right, and but however, these are for walls that are perfectly straight, right, that are straight, because where you have walls that are not straight, not well plumbed, you might as well have much more than 15 mm for just so that you can have a level wall, straight wall, because when you paint, everything is going to come out. Alright, but we're working with a straight wall, 15 mm thick, 1:6 rendered wall. Right, the thickness is 15 mm because the ratio is mix is already 1:6, so this is 1:6. Then 1 square meter, right, 15 mm thickness times 15 mm, that is divided by 1000, that's 0.015 cubic meter. That's what we have here. All right, the sum of mix already know is 7. 1 plus 6 is 7. Now of course we already know the cubic meter of the mortar content, and this is cement content, and the sand content. Note how many bags of cement do we have there, and how many the volume of sand we have also. Now this calculation has been done before. 0.015 times 1.4 times 28.8. Now if kindly refer to our previous video, part 2, part 3, thereabouts, talk about these. We won't be spending time to talk about them again. We have 0.086 bags. Then we have sand, the same 0.024 tons of sand, 5 ton. All right, now labor output per day generally is 9 square meter for walls, then 6 square meter for beam and column, because these take more time, right, to execute. We have cement at 8,500. Now if we go into the analysis proper, cement at 8,500 and plaster sand at 350,000. Now per ton, that's 30 ton, and per ton is just divided by 30. We have 11,666.67. All right, if we bring everything here, we have this cement here. This is cement. All right, see 0.086 bag for 1 square meter. All right, and the sand also we already calculated. See it right here. All right, at 8,500, if we multiply, we get 734.4, and the sand content 0.0236. At 11,666, we have 275. If I sum, this is what we have. Of course, we have to add for transportation. Okay, say 5% transportation, we have 1060.49. Of course, during transportation, during execution, we might have wastage and shrinkage, so we allow for say 15%. All right, so this is what we have. So this is the material cost. Okay, now let me quickly say again, rate analysis has 3 major contents. We have the material part, the labor part, the labor part, and the profit and overhead. Now this is what we just did here. This is the material part. All right, now the labor, a gang of 1 bricklayer and 1 labor. We already know that the bricklayer is skilled workman, and while the labor is still unskilled. Skilled 7.5 per day, labor at 3,500 per day. If I sum everything up, I have this. Of course, we already know that the output is 9 square meter per day for walls. All right, now the labor cost per square meter, we're working for 9. So they can 9 square meter per day. What about 1 square meter? All right, this is what we have divided by 9. That's what we have. So we'll put everything together, the material and the labor, then we add profit and overhead, and we don't tax as the case maybe. So this is what we have. This is what we just calculated. You can see it here. This is the material part. Now this is the labor part. Now you see it here. If I sum everything, I have material and labor, right? So we add withholding tax of 5%, and we add profit and overhead of 20%. Now I've always explained these are based on company size. If every company does not have the same profit and overhead, they might want to put 30, they might want to put 40, and even 45, depending on the company overhead. But for competition's sake, they bring it down so that they can also get the job. So we have estimated cost per square meter to be 3,077 naira. All right, this is for either plastering or rendering to walls. All right, so we move forward quickly. This is screeding. All right, screeding. If you were to lay your tiles on the floor, right, you need to screed the floor. You need to screed the floor before you can do anything on it, right? Before you can lay your tiles, your style, the slurry, then everything on the screed. Now screed has different thickness. It could be 40 mm like we have here, it could be 50 mm, it could be 75, it could be 80, it could be 100. All right, so depending on depending on levels and depending on what is specified in the drawings, but here we are using a 40 mm thickness. All right, so to get it, this is in millimeter, divide by 1000 to get it in meter, multiply by the area. One area get 0.04, 1 square meter rather, we have 0.04 cubic meter. The same thing is cement content, 0.23 bags. Then the this cement here, the sand also 0.063. now labor per day, they'll do 20 square meter. Remember, it's just cement and sand mix, so they can do a large portion in the 20 square meters per day. The same thing, we have the cement content. Now the analysis proper, we have for 30 tons of sharp sand, the sharp sand 271,000. all right, so we bring them here. The cement content is 0.23. all right, now you see that's what we calculated here. This is what we have here. All right, at 8,500, that gives me 1958. The same thing for the sand content, 0.063. This is what we calculated here. You can see there. All right, so we add for transportation, which is this. Then we add waste. This time around we have less waste, 5% of this. That gives us this. Now the labor requirement, we just said that it takes a gang of one labor and one skilled mason or skilled labor to do 20 square meter in a day, right? So of course we know a skilled labor is 7,500, while unskilled labor is paid 3,500. so for sum them up we have 11,000. This is for 20 square meters. So if we divide by 20, we have 550 per square meter. So we know the material content, now the labor content, and now we need the profit and overhead. Remember I said it is material, labor, profit and overhead, and when you have plant and machinery also, these are included. All right, so we have this material and labor. This is what we have here. What are profit withholding tax 5%, then we'll have profit, add profit and overhead 20%. so we have 40 mm to be 4,204 per square meter. All right, so go quickly also to tiles now, laying of tile 60 by 60. quickly we'll just start with that. 60 by that, 600 by 600 mm thick tiles. All right, so of course we use white cement. All right, okay, covering area of white cement is 100 square meter per bag. All right, so the quantity required, because we are working for just 1 square meter. All right, so 1 over 100, which is 0.01. and we'll be needing cement slurry, right? You know, when you're laying tiles, practically you have your tile, cement slurry is a mixture of just cement and water. All right, very thick form. You carry it and you lay I'm using my hand like you're seeing me. You lay on the you place on the tile and then you lay. All right, so the quantity of cement required also will be 1/10 because we are doing it per square meter. Okay, so we have 0.1 bag, right? Cement slurry, a bag covers 10 square meter. Yes, and for 1 square meter we have 1/10, which is 0.01. All right. Okay, now of course tiles come in cartons. Alright, and 60 by 60 ceramic tile at 8,200, a bag of cement at 8,500. Now 25 kg of white cement is at 17,500. Alright, now one important thing we need to note, I put here, the coverage area of 1 carton of tile is 1.44 square meter. For a carton of 60 by 60, the coverage area is 1.44 square meter. Kindly take note of that. So we come into the analysis proper. Ceramic floor tiles are for 1 square meter. We have 5,694. See what it is here. All right, so 8,200 divided by 1.44, which is the coverage area in 1 carton. Okay, white cement we need 0.01 bag. We already calculated that up at 17,500. That gives us this. Cement slurry 0.1, right, at 8,500. That gives us this. So sum this up, we have this. So we add for waste and off court. That will give us this. This is 5% of this. All right, now that is the material part. Now the labor part. The laying of tiles now is 1,51600. Right, 1,51600. Okay, now if we say we having a lane, a gang, 1,500 per square meter. Okay, 1,500 per square meter. Okay, the summary now. We have the material part, which is this. We have the labor part, which is this. Then we have the total, which is this. Then we add withholding tax. Then we add profit and overhead, 20%. All right, so that is for 60 by 60. Same thing goes for 40 by 40. Right, 6 mm thick. The same thing goes. Now you see the coverage area, very important. You can also, I think you can also see this. You can check online. What is the coverage area per carton of 40 by 40 or 60 by 60? I think you should be able to get it online also. You can just check Google. You should be able to get something just to confirm what we have there. All right, same thing goes for 40 by 40. The same method, the same process. All right, the same thing, the labor and all the same thing. 60 by 60, 40 by 40. All right, now this is wall tiles. 250 by 400. The same process. It's same process. It's just the difference in the size of the tile. One is 40 by 40, but this one is 250 by 400, and you can have it 150 by 230 because it's for wall. The way you have it maybe in kitchen or in toilet, right, and all. All right, now this goes for 6,200. Of course, cement is this. Then we need white cement also. Coverage area is 1.5 square meters. All right, so this is 0.01, just the same thing we did up there. Then we add for waste and off court. Then the labor part, this is we're using 1,500. All right, then we have the material and the labor added together. We add profit and overhead, withholding tax. Then we add profit and overhead. Now basically this is how you prepare the rate analysis for both wall and floor finishings. All right, it is Chaka Quantics. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's really been very stressful with work. That is why you've not been seeing me post regularly. Work has been very amazing. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.